Hey everyone, it's Crystal Neat, your intuitive tarot reader, and I'm here with your May 24th, 2019 daily tarot reading. In this reading, I'll be picking up on the overall energy of the day. Tonight, I am using, or today, I should say, I'm using the Gilded Revere Leonard deck. So, I'm actually going to read to you the definitions of these cards. I'm going to sum it up. I'm not going to read the full passage that goes with it, but I want you to get an overall vibe of the cards before I kind of mush them together and let you know how I feel that this day will be, or kind of what the energy is about. So first, before I even get into the cards, we notice a lot of blue. So blue can speak of communication, the throat chakra, how you talk, how you speak to yourself, how you speak to others. Also intuition, it represents water and the hidden things in life a lot of the times whenever you see a lot of blue. So let's just keep that in mind with the reading. So the first card is the moon, and it says love and romance, intuition and psychic abilities. Imagination and creativity are but a few things that I stand for. I reach across the sky and influence the waters. I am admired all around. I bring fame, I bring honors. In Leonard traditions, the moon is a recognition by others, reflecting on oneself. It is thus fame and notary. It illuminates only what others project onto it. So when it turns up in a reading, careful reflection is required. Okay, now let's move to the next card. We have the bear. I am power and strength, health and protection. Your finances are my field. Your food is my concern. My bad side comes out when you see negative cards around. Okay, so another small passage that went with this is, for one, it speaks of, like I said, authority figures and power. But it also says the bear can relate to a person who is in a position of power in the business world. The bear can also be matriarchal in China. The polar bear represents Russia. The bear may also symbol in officialdom or brute force. This card can be telling us to push through with something with sheer force. So, yes, that is the polar bear. Okay, so let's move on to the next card of the storm. I'm sorry, this is the clouds. I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I am sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion reign. One thing I can promise for sure is that I will pass, because the sun always shines after the storm has passed. So this card speaks about liberation and change. It's about a 50-50 coin toss with this card. So now that I've kind of given you the overall vibe of the cards, I'm going to explain how I feel like this will affect us. So with the moon card being here, of course, like it says, inner reflection to bring, like the moon card in this deck symbolizes the fame, the fact that this moon really wants to be a star. It is this illumination. It is this inner reflection that we do that ultimately leads to us realizing what we're meant to do or what staple we're supposed to have on the world. But also it speaks of the intuitive hidden things that are not quite exposed yet. So with this card being here next to the polar bear, and this speaks about authority and taking things with pure force, and also dealing with your finances and whatnot. You kind of want to watch it with this mix, because it is a 50-50 chance today. Like either you can completely get into this dreamy mindset, this energy of feeling kind of pressured by the man or the government or whatever is higher than you, whether that's a boss or whatever. And you have to ask yourself, it's a lot of inner reflection. Am I in these positions that I'm in? And am I staying in this position just for a check? Or can I make my money and do what needs to be done, but still stick up for myself in a certain way? Or, today might be more of a reflective day. You might not necessarily want to bring up that conversation, because like I said, with this polar bear being here, it can be a push of power. And that's annoying too, when you want to speak up for yourself, or you want to say things, and you have someone who strictly wins, and not because they're right, but because they have more power, quote unquote, in the situation. So you're really going to have to watch that. And also with the Storm card, it does bring confusion. So it can be this energy of, to me, just reflecting more, because it could simply be that, sometimes we take things the wrong way. Our boss can say something to us, or we might say something to one of our workers and not even realize that it came across a certain way, because we do have to keep in mind that this Storm card is here, which speaks about the confusion. And even if it is a tough day for you, that the light is still at the end of the tunnel, or the sun still always shines, like it says. It is this energy of secrecy, but then something being revealed at the end of the day, or something being able to come out. So for me, with this energy, with the polar bear being present, but also this bit of confusion and self-identity, I would kind of take a seat back, unless you're asked to explain something, or unless you're in a position to where it's like, you know what, I think I do need to just pull full force. I think I am the polar bear. I'm the one that needs to just move forward with whatever this situation is. And you'll have to listen to your intuition with that, but just be careful, because with the intuition and the insecurities, or the intuition and confusion, or intuition and insecurities, sometimes it can get a little meshed. So you want to meditate and make sure you really know where you are coming from in this position today. Yes, so I would just keep that in mind. All right, you all. Well, hope you like the reading. If you ever need to get a private reading with me, you can always do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. Besides that, have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.